What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about your Winnipeg Jets, who are now 8-0-0 on the season. They're chasing history. 10 wins to start off the NHL regular season is the NHL record held by the Toronto Maple Leafs in 1993-94 and the Buffalo Sabres in 06-07. So the Jets definitely chasing some big company, trying to at least match the 10, but they do have a ways to go still. This is a very good team to start the year. 4.5 goals on average per game, that's second in the NHL. Shots on goal, fifth in the league. The power play is red hot at 43.5% right now. That's obviously going to go down, but right now that's pretty impressive. Shooting percentage is second in the NHL. It is just absolutely incredible what they've been able to do so far. We know what Connor Hellebuyck does. Goals allowed, 2.0 per game. That's tied for second in the NHL. Penalty minutes, 4.8. That's fourth in the league. Penalty kill is ranked 6th in the league at 87.5%. They do have a shorthanded goal, and it's Kyle Connor. The power kill, as we're calling it here, has been working really well. Big improvement over last year's, and maybe even, since they've returned. This might be the best penalty kill the Jets have ever had. Now, while this might be very impressive, the win streak is very fun, it is not the most important thing right now. The most important thing is the guys that have been driving the ship, in my opinion. There's been a lot of yapping about Nikolai Ehlers this past offseason. Oh, we need to trade him. We have to get rid of that guy. And he's arguably been the Jets' best player. 10 points in 8 games so far this year. He looks like he's taken it up a notch. He might have a career this year. Over a point per game pace currently. Only playing 15 minutes and 32 seconds on average. That's very impressive. Let's flip the page over to Cole Perfetti, who was in contract talks really all summer, even going into the preseason, and Perfetti comes out with a short-term deal. Whole fan base was really hoping for a long one, and I bet Kevin Cheveldayoff was hoping for that as well. 3 goals, 6 assists for 9 points in 8 games, with even less ice time than Nikolai Ehlers on average, with 14 flat. Very impressive by Cole Perfetti. He looks poised to have a breakout year, maybe, a 60-70 point guy. It really seems like it's trending that way. Let's head over to the defense, where Neil Pionk has been killing it. 10 points in 8 games. He's found his offense once again. It really seems like it had dried up the past 3 seasons, but it seems like it is found right now. Not the most, defensively responsible guy in the world, but, he's really done well in the games that he's played, kind of outnumbering his bad games. He hasn't been perfect this season, but he's been very good jumping up into the rush this season. That's something he really hasn't done in the past, or at least the last few seasons, right? So Neil finding his offense has been a big part of this team. He's been good on the power play. I really like what they're doing with him this season. He's going to hopefully continue to be a beast for the Jets, because he's a big part of why they're doing so well right now. And his defense partner, Dylan Samberg, also having an incredible start to the season. A lot of people were wondering, hey, what are we going to do with Brendan Dillon gone? Is Dylan Samberg going to be able to fill that role? He's done it and arguably improved upon it. I think he's looked really steady this season with Pionk, and he might be a driver to the success that Pionk's having, just a little bit more of a calm presence. Brendan Dillon, obviously a very good player, but was losing a little bit of speed, maybe wasn't made for a top 4 role at that point in his career. Seems like Dylan Samberg is really taking this opportunity, and he's really killing it right now. That pairing has been really good. Morrissey and DeMello, a little bit of a slow start defensively. Morrissey still, point per game guy, but that pairing just hasn't been perfect so far this year like we're used to seeing. Not a big deal. I think they'll bounce back. It's still very early on here, but very impressed by the Samberg and Pionk pairing. Connor Hellebuyck, the drill. 6 games played, 6 games won, including a shutout. 10 goals against to this point. 1.66 goals against with a .940 save percentage. The guy's just doing his thing. Vezina candidate for sure right now. Obviously, probably the Vezina favorite early on here. We'll see how that plays on throughout the year, but Connor Hellebuyck has been very steady to start the year, and I expect that going forward. Coming into the season, I said there's a lot of ifs surrounding this team, and it's going to, really determine whether they're successful or not. And a lot of those ifs surrounded the players that we were just talking about, like a Dylan Samberg, like a Neil Pionk. Can Neil Pionk have a top 4 defenseman type season? Can Dylan Samberg, step into a top 4 role? Can Cole Perfetti step into a top 6 role and flourish there and be a 50-60 point guy. All of these guys have stepped into those roles and just exceeded expectations to start the year. Will that continue? Time will tell, but it really is not hard to figure out why the Jets are the last undefeated team in the league right now. Next up on the Jets schedule is the Toronto Maple Leafs on their quest to go 9-0-0. After that, they will play the Detroit Red Wings. If they beat the Leafs, they'll be playing the Red Wings to try to tie the record, and if they get through the Red Wings and are 10-0-0, they will take on the Columbus Blue Jackets. It's not the most important thing to me personally as a fan for them to get this record, but I do think it would be a lot of fun. Definitely would be cool, to rewrite the NHL history books, have the Jets as, the longest winning streak to start the year. Would be really neat, but I'm just having a lot of fun watching, guys like Cole Perfetti, Dylan Samberg, guys that I've mentioned already in this video, that are just popping off right now. This is a really fun team, and I don't think really anybody expected this at the beginning of the season. Definitely a lot of people saying that the Jets were going to miss the playoffs this year. This is still very early on. They could still crash and burn, but right now it really does seem like this Jets team is in a spot where, hey, this team's for real. This team's going to, at the bare minimum, be a playoff team. And, if they make some moves at the trade deadline, make some serious ones this year, they might be even more dangerous than they are right now at 8-0-0. But what do you guys think about this team? I don't think every win has been very spectacular. I think there's been a lot of moments where the Jets can improve, definitely. But I think there's been a lot more moments where I say, wow, this is a big improvement from last season, or, oh, wow, this player is really taking a step or two already this year. Already so much more improved to where they were just a season ago. But let me know down below, guys, what you think about the team. I want to see those comments. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Yeah, guys, I'll hopefully be uploading a little bit more regularly now. October, crazy month for me, but it is winding down now, so I will hopefully have 3 to 4 videos up per week. But with that, I'm out of here. Thanks so much for watching. Go Jets, go. Bye-bye.